Hello ladies and gentlemen, Scared2 here bringing you another Minecraft World War II vehicle tutorial. In this tutorial we'll be going ahead and building the FCM-36. The FCM-36 was a light infantry tank that was designed for the French army prior to World War II. It had a crew of 2 and was equipped with a short 37mm main armament and a 7.5mm coaxial machine gun. Power was provided by a diesel engine. In 1933, the Hotchkiss Company proposed to build a cheap, mass-produced light infantry tank. In reaction to this proposal, the French army invited the whole of the French industry to offer alternative designs. In the end, 3 of the competing prototypes would be taken into production: the Hotchkiss H-35, the Renault R-35, and the FCM-36. The FCM-36 didn't really go into much production, with only 100 being built between 1938 and 1939. The vehicle itself proved to not be the most effective in the war, and various other versions were made, equipping a bit of a heavier, different gun on it, and also some tank destroyer designs also built onto the FCM chassis. Overall, it's a very interesting and kind of derpy tank. I would say the French have a lot of interesting tanks, and I say interesting as it's just some of them are just pure strange, and the FCM definitely is on that list. One of the weird things about this tank is it has a really weird kind of box that sits on top of the turret. Usually it would just be kind of a flat turret, but it adds like an extra box on top, which just really throws off the tank and really makes it just, I don't even know. I really don't know how to describe this tank. It's a very weird tank, but also somewhat of a iconic French tank, and currently there's only one actually that's basically survived and has lasted to this point, and it's currently in a museum in Salamur, something like that. Anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at the build. It's been a long time since we've done any French vehicles, so I wanted to go ahead and do a French tutorial for you guys all to enjoy. But overall, I'm pretty happy with the way this thing came out. Basically, starting off with, we have obviously the main body of it, so you can see all the track, the little wheels, all that kind of stuff. You have the armor plating here on the side, or kind of like the armor covers that went over the tracks there, so it's kind of a weird shape design. Almost kind of gave the tank almost like an amphibious type look to it. As we come to the back here, we have lots of vents around the engine block in this area here. We got the exhausts that come out to the sides here, and just the back detailing all like that. Turret itself, as you can see here, it's really weird. It's a pretty large turret for the size of tank, but it also has this weird box that kind of sticks out on top here that I guess gives some extra observation for the tank commander or gunner or whatever position would be theoretically up on top there. Yeah, pretty interesting tank overall. As I mentioned, it was not very effective in World War II, as it only had at max 40mm of armor and a 37mm gun, so it wasn't able to really stand up to most basically medium to heavy armored vehicles that Germany threw at them, and only really stood a chance against lightly armored vehicles. So not a great tank overall, but one of those iconic French tanks for sure, and just one of those very interesting designs from World War II. Anyways, let's go ahead and move into the tutorial by beginning with our first layer, layer 1. Alright guys, so going ahead and moving into our first layer, we'll be going ahead and beginning with layer number 1. So for layer 1 here, for us to go ahead and get started, we're going to place down a nether brick slab like this, followed by a nether brick top slab that comes off of it toward the front there. Once that's done, we're going to go ahead and grab our dark oak wood stairs. We're going to place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 dark oak wood stairs back like this, followed by a nether brick slab and then nether brick top slab coming off of it. And this is going to be designed here for the right side of the tracks. We then want to go ahead and take item frames, place down a row of basically 6 of item frames along the side here, and green terracotta blocks in those item frames like so. We're also going to take signs and place down signs on the side of these dark oak wood stairs, all on the side here, just like this, for the road wheels like that. When that's done there, we're going to go and grab ourselves dark oak wood slabs, and we're going to go ahead and place down a row of 3 of dark oak wood top slabs coming off of this nether brick slab up here in the front. We're also going to go ahead and go to the back here and do the same exact thing. In between the rows of 3 of dark oak wood top slabs, we're going to place down top slabs across in between here to go ahead and basically fill in the bottom here of the tank. So just like this all the way across here. When that's done there, we're going to place down a nether brick slab over here on this side, on the left, and just go ahead and basically copy what we did over on the right side. So it's going to be the same type of design here. We're just copying what we did on the other side. I'm going to do it a little bit faster here, as I've already kind of covered how to go about doing it. So If I am going a little fast, feel free to pause the video and just copy what's on the other side. But we are going to just put our signs down across these stairs. And once we have that done, we have our tracks done over here on the left side, right side over there complete. And with that, we can move on to our last final part of the layer, which is going to be placing down a dark oak wood fence gate, opened up, come off this dark oak wood top slab on both the front and also the back there. Once that's done there, that is going to do it for layer number 1. And with that, let's move on to layer 2. Alright guys, moving on to our next layer, we're going ahead and moving on to layer 2. For layer 2 to go ahead and get started here, we're going to place down a nether stair on top of these 2 nether top slabs on both sides here, followed by a green terracotta going back, from the back of these nether stairs. We're going to go to the side of the green terracotta block, place down a stone button, item frame, and a green terracotta block in that item frame. Going over here to this side, we're going to do the same thing, just like that. After that's done, in the space in between these green terracotta blocks, we can just go and place down a row of 3 here, so you have basically a row of 5 in total. And then we just want to place down a row of 3 of dark oak wood upside down stairs in between those nether brick stairs like that for the front there. Once that's done there, we're going to place down a mossy cobblestone wall, come off this green terracotta block here on both sides, and we want to place down a row of 3 across in between them. We're then going to place down a wooden sign here on both sides, coming off the mossy cobblestone wall. And after that, we're going to take dark oak wood stairs, place down 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 dark oak wood stairs back. Going over here, we're going to do the same thing, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dark oak wood stairs back. We're then going to take green terracotta, place down a full set of green terracotta here in between these dark oak wood stairs. Just go and fill that space in. And then coming back to this section here, we're going to place down a row of 5 of green terracotta across, followed by a stone button, like this, come off the green terracotta block item frame and green terracotta block in the item frame. Same thing over here on this side as well. Once that's done there, we're going to place down a dark oak wood stair on top of this dark oak wood top slab to both sides here. And in the space in between, we're going to place down a dark oak wood upside down stair in the middle, followed by a spruce wood upside down stair to both sides of that dark oak wood upside down stair. With that all done, that's going to do it for layer 2. With that, let's move on to our next layer, layer 3. Alright guys, moving on to our next layer, we have layer 3. For layer 3 to go ahead and get started here, we're going to place down a wooden trapdoor on top of these 2 nether brick stairs just like that. Once that's done, going back from this wooden trapdoor, we're going to place down a dark oak wood slab on both sides. With that done there, we're going to place down a row of 3 of spruce wood slabs across in between those dark oak wood stairs. We then want to grab ourselves a wither skeleton skull. We're going to place down a wither skeleton skull on the left dark oak wood upside down stairs, so right here. And then 2 green carpets to the right 2 stairs like that up in the front. When that's all done there, we're going to go and place down a green terracotta block on both sides of this middle space like so. We're going to have the driver's viewport right there. And then to both sides, we're going to place down a dark oak wood stair facing this direction on top of this mossy cobblestone wall. So, just like that. Once that's done, going back from this dark oak wood stair, we're going to place down 1 stair back like this. Same thing over here. And then we can just place down a row of 3 of green terracotta across to fill that space in. When we get to this section here, over here on the left side, we can place down a row of 2 of dark oak wood stairs. And if you guys want to add a little bit of detail, we have like this little like pouch that kind of hangs off the side here of maybe like some kind of tarp or something like that for the vehicle. So we can go and throw this on over here on this side. If you don't want it, you can just place down 2 dark oak wood stairs instead. After that's done right there, we're going to go and continue on by taking our green terracotta, just fill in the space here across in between. When we get to this section here, we're going to place down 2 stone brick stairs back on the sides. So 1, 2, 1, 2 over here. We're then going to go ahead and grab spruce wood planks, place down 1, 2, and 3 spruce wood planks in between the first stone brick stairs, and then we want to place down 3 green terracotta blocks between the second stone brick stairs. Once that's done there, we're going to take our stone brick stairs, we're going to place down a row of 3, coming off those 3 green stained clay blocks, green terracotta blocks, and then we're going to place down a upside down acacia wood stair here on both sides like that. Coming off the front of the acacia stair, we're going to place down a sign, same thing over here. And then we're just going to place down a dark oak wood slab coming off the acacia wood stair, going back like that. In the middle space here, we're going to place down a redstone repeater on top of that dark oak wood upside down stair. And we also want to place down a stone button on these 2 spruce wood planks there to both sides like that. After that's all done there, that is going to do it there for layer 2. And with that, we're going to move on to our next layer, layer 4. Alright guys, moving on to our next layer, we have layer 4. For layer 4, we're going to start off by going ahead and going to the front here over this green stained clay space right here. We're going to place down a green stained clay block like that over it. We're then going to place down a dark oak wood upside down stair that goes forward like so for our main gun right there. To both sides of this green terracotta block here, we're going to place down a dark oak wood stair to both sides. Over here on the right stair, we're going to place down an end rod that comes off of it facing forward for the coaxial machine gun, and then we want to place down a sign on the side of the stair. For the stair over here on the left side, we're going to place down signs around the front and side of the stair like so. Once that's done, we're going to take our green terracotta, we're going to place down a row 3 across like this. We then want to place down a green terracotta block there in the middle, followed by a spruce wood stair here to both sides of that green terracotta block. We then want to place down a green terracotta block back right here, followed by a dark oak wood stair to both sides. We then want to place down stone buttons on these 2 spruce wood planks like that. After that's done, we're going to place down a acacia wood slab on top of these 2 green terracotta blocks, and then an end rod across in between them. And then we're going to place down a row of 2 of wooden trapdoors, one on top of the acacia wood upside down stair, and one that sticks back over the dark oak wood slab. We're also going to go ahead and grab ourselves some wooden pressure plates, and over here on the left side, we're going to place down 2 wooden pressure plates like that on those 2 smooth sandstone blocks. With that all finished there, that is going to do it for layer number 4. With that, let's move on to our last final layers, layers 5 and 6. Alright guys, so going ahead and move on to our next set of layers, we're going to be moving on to layers 5 and 6. For these layers, to go ahead and get started here, we're going to place down a green carpet on top of this dark oak wood upside down stair in front here, and then going back from it, we're going to place down a dark oak wood slab. After that dark oak wood slab to both sides here, we're going to place down a zombie head at a slight angle like that on both sides, so about a 30-degree kind of angle like so. After that's done, we're going to go ahead and go back from this dark oak wood slab, and we want to place down a spruce wood plank like this. On both sides of the spruce wood plank, we're going to place down a mossy cobblestone wall. We then want to place down a green terracotta block here in the middle, followed by again a mossy cobblestone wall to both sides. And then on the mossy cobblestone wall, the second one here, on the side we're going to place down a item frame to both sides, and then we want to place down a black wool block in the item frame like this for the little viewports. After that's done, coming off this green terracotta block toward the back, we're going to place down a mossy cobblestone wall, followed by 2 zombie heads coming off these 2 mossy cobblestone walls to both sides like that. Once that's done, we're going to place down a row of 2 of dark oak wood slabs, one on top of the spruce wood plank and one on top of that green terracotta block. With that all finished right there, that is going to wrap up my tutorial for the FCM 36. Overall, a really interesting little vehicle, one of the derpy light French tanks of World War II for sure. But you know, also somewhat of an iconic one for sure. Hopefully you guys do enjoy this build and are able to put it to good use. We don't do too many French builds on the channel, so you know, it's nice to get another one out there for you guys to put into any of your French scenarios or anything like that you guys got going on. And that's going to wrap up this tutorial. Thank you guys all so much for watching. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. This has been Garrett2 before, and I'll see you guys next time.